Welcome to Ranneko's Zailing Tips. Spoilers ahead, you will be able to see one full possible map you can have in Sunless Sea, and it will reveal all location names that will appear on a map. You have been warned. So, I thought it would be interesting to go into what I can tell about how the map is set out in Sunless Sea. I've gone through, and this is as explored I can make the map be. I was unable to get close enough to land at some points to unveil some bits. So here you go. The map is spread into 36 pieces, and I've overlaid a grid to give you an idea of each of these squares. Each of these squares is distinct. As far as I can tell, while the contents of an individual square is random, all of the pieces you will find in each of these squares will always appear together. So, for example, the Shepherd Isles, Abbey Rock, and Station 3 will always be in the one bit. Here we have the fixed portions of the map, the south coast, the west coast, and the top northeast corner with Irem, always exactly the same, as far as I can tell. It's possible that some of the ice flows could be different. I don't know about that, but those are all exactly the same. You then have what I like to call the East Zone, which is Empire of the Hands, the Gamp Hole and Shelinet, Savior Rocks, and Estival are always on the east coast, or east portion of the map. There isn't a coast there, really. And the ordering will change, but if you want to find those islands, they are always on the eastern edge of the map. You also have the northern edge, which has Avid Horizon and Chapel of Lights, Ragged Crow, Frostfound, and Mount Palmerston. Again, the ordering left to right is not exact, but they always will appear together. They'll always appear on that northern edge. This is especially relevant because the game does push you towards the north, towards the start, because you have your tomb colony tourists that you need to transport, and you have Mount Palmerston that the Blind Bruiser will send you to if you work with him. So these are always going to send you in those directions. Towards the center of the map, there are some things that will always appear towards those areas. I don't know that there are as many fixed locations here. Everything I see in the west tend to be in the west two squares, but so the Uddershroom, as far as I can tell, Uddershroom and Fathom King's Hold are always towards the south. Melting Isles might also be in that, but I'm not actually sure. I haven't really spent enough time in the south to know. I think the Salt Lions are often to the west, to the direct west of Khan's Glory and Khan's Heart. It thematically makes sense to me, but again, I'm not actually sure that that is always the case. But this just gives you a quick idea that if you want to go to somewhere radically different from where you are, you will need to exit the section of the map you are in. You're never going to run into say Nuncio if you're still within the same 4x4 area that you found Gator's Morn in. The actual locations within that 4x4 area can shift around a bit. Some of them are more fixed than others, but this just is meant to give you an overall idea as to how the map is structured and where you might want to go to find various things. I hope it's been helpful. Goodbye.